Hey folks, how's it going? It's Mira here at Loading Woodworks. Today we're going to make a simple sign similar to the one that's on the screen that I found on Pinterest. So we go online and we find something that looks similar. This one's the closest I could find. Once we've got it into our software, I'm just going to do a trace bitmap, which basically turns it from a PNG into an SVG. Here you can see I'm just editing some of the nodes to make some of the bits smoother. By editing the nodes, it just makes the overall picture a little bit tidier and neater. So what I'm doing just now is just creating a little shape of the inside of the bootprint so I can use that as a reference for the next part. Okay, so now that that shape's created, I go online and I found a tree that I like. I found this one. It's quite simple and it'll be effective for where I want to put it. I always get the next bit mixed up, and I've done this about 100 million times. Maybe a bit of an exaggeration there, but never mind. So yeah, I'm just removing the shape of the tree from the shape that I drew around the insole. Now that we've deleted the centre treads, we can pop the tree in the middle. Working on the heel now, I'm going to use this Highland cow that I had on my computer. So I just wanted the outline of the Highland cow, so I deleted all the interior bits and made the bit round the neck a bit smoother, because it would have been too fragile if I had left it. So here I'm just lining it up with the sole of the boot. So next up is to create a border around the Highland cow. I started off doing it with linked offset, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I used a thicker stroke. You can see me working down from 3 to 1mm thick there. Once I've got that, I just delete the unnecessary bits and then overlay it. Once I've got it positioned, then I just use the background of the Highland cow to clear the space off the sole. Now I decided I wanted mountain range sort of style at the front of the boot, so that's what I'm doing here. Rather than using the actual shape that I found online and drawing my own, just using the one online for reference. It can take a wee bit of time to edit the nodes and twist the paths to make it how you want it, but it's worth it when you've got your own shape. Now that that's done, then we just move it up over the top. I used a different colour just so it's easier to reference. I end up deleting the whole front part of that boot. But for now we're just going to move on and do the tent for the bridge. I picked a sort of generic modern-ish tent style. For the tent I wanted to create it so that it could engrave the details of the tent as well as have the individual full shape cut out. Now that that's done, I decided that I was going to try and put a border around the whole boot to see how it would look if it was just on a shoe shape backing board, for want of a better description. So that's what I'm doing just now. Same sort of process as I did before for the inner part. In the end I didn't like it, so I decided to go with a background that's rectangular. Now that the file's created, it's time to pop over to the laser and get it cutting out. To start with, we're going to cut out the treads and the engraved tent part, and then we'll move over and do a frame. I'm really enjoying the Mira9s from Aeon. It's a fantastic piece of kit and it makes everything so simple. The awesome thing about the Mira9s is it's got an inbuilt air assist which keeps the cuts clean, and if you know about lasers that's important. Check out my wee Highland cow, I love it. We'll get these parts cleared off to the side and then we'll get the next piece in for the framework. So here we see the laser just cutting the interior of the frame. Unfortunately I made a mistake in the design, so the bottom left hand corner of this is incorrect. I didn't realise until I'd glued it up, unfortunately, but hey, this is just a demo piece. Now that that's done, then we're going to do the backboard. It's just going to lightly engrave the centre piece. You'll barely even see it on the screen, if at all, and then it'll cut the outside edge. What you can see the laser doing here is just framing the board, so I know that it's perfectly aligned. Like I said before, I'm just very lightly engraving the border of all my parts onto this board so I know where to glue it up. Once it's finished cutting, we'll do a dry fit just to see what it looks like, and then I'll take it away off camera and stain it, glue it together and bring it back so you can see what it looks like. I've really enjoyed making this piece. It reminds me of the Scottish Highlands I used to go up into quite a lot when I was younger. I'm not quite as fit nowadays, so unfortunately. I can also do custom orders, so if you want to get in touch, reach out to me on one of my socials. If you guys would like to see me make anything in particular on this machine, let me know, drop me a comment, or reach out to me on one of my socials. I'm more than happy to chat to you. All the details on where you could purchase an Aeon Laser in the UK are in my description. I could even have a discount code for you guys, so check that out. Massive thanks to Aeon for sending me this laser. I'm really looking forward to the up and coming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.